Well, I'm not. It's not but Tesla news tonight. This, this is Tesla news tonight, and I'm live. Hopefully, at this point, I am actually live. Let me know. Anyone out there, let me know. I have my cellular device in my left hand, and I'm live. I had something to talk about. I'm live, so I do want to actually try to see if anyone will hop aboard, come on live with me. Well, not with me, but at least listen to me live at this point. I'm not going to be long. Last time I did an impromptu, and I didn't go very long at all. So this time, I'm not going to go long either. Sorry. It's late here on the East Coast. It feels much later than it even is. I work a full-time job. Up early in the morning. After sometimes 2, 3 hours of sleep. Ugh. So minuscule. So demoralizing. Bad for your health. I'm telling you, it ain't good. So I have my energy beverage, and then my water. I'm also have a bit of a headache. That's because of the lack of sleep and the full-time job as well. So bear with me and join me. Join me. Join Tesla News tonight. All right, is it time? Yeah, it's about that time. Please, if you'll indulge me, I really would like to take some of my headache medicine, so just a moment, please. I just wanted to have a little bit of water from the tap. Hopefully, by the end of this thing, I'll be feeling better. I apologize for taking my sweet time. I do really apologize, and I mostly appreciate you all listening. It does wonders. It does wonders for me. I really do appreciate it. Oh, there's my favorite movie, my favorite show, and my favorite movie there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, at this point, Tesla News Tonight is 3 minutes and 16 seconds into this live broadcast. So, if no one has joined, well, then no one will join. And that's cool, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out, like, live chat, all messages visible. Welcome to live chat. Let's see. I don't know. Welcome to live chat. Maybe I wanted to actually see if I could, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could see live chat as I'm doing this thing. Okay. And now for a bit of my energy drink. As Tesla News Tonight approaches the 4 minute and 20 second mark. Tesla, do they need a PR? Not in North America. I think that's because of how much different things are in North America than they are elsewhere. You know what though? Actually, it ain't even that. If I'm being honest, it's not that. It's not that things are so much different in China. Although they might be. Things might be different in China for Tesla. But Tesla China is dominant. I mean, like Phil Anselmo said, domination! Yeah. Man, I mean, we're pushing them in minivans, man. I mean, really, domination! It's going down. It's real. It's live. It's electric. It's energetic. Tesla's doing it. Remind me of Joe Justice, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna come back to Joe Justice. So the PR department, unnecessary. Unnecessary in the United States of America, unnecessary in North America. But hey, that's just the estimation of Tesla News Tonight. I mean, I'm wrong. I'm nobody. I'm nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a professional in any way. And really, I do much better when I have my notes in front of me. I think you all understand that. You all know that. You know that if you're listening to Tesla News Tonight, you're going to have the awkward pauses. You're going to have the moments of thought. But at the same time, listen, you know, I mean, geniuses and foreigners alike are misunderstood. And I guess I'm somewhere in between, lost in the vastness of that in between. Let me indulge myself in some of this energy drink. Actually, a little bit more. All right. Chris Benoit. Yes, Chris Benoit. The best professional wrestler on the planet. The best professional wrestler of all time. And besides Mr. Cool, underground wrestler on YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor. Now, the reason I say Chris Benoit was the best is because he was willing to put his life on the line for his trade. Professional wrestling is a business of pain. He made himself endure the most pain to promote himself to the fans, give the fans the best professional wrestling matches all over the world. That's it. The difference is between Chris Benoit and Tesla. Although they are both the best in their trades, when it comes to making a product, it's different than promoting an individual. So, Tesla will be debated. However, you can actually measure much clearly the entirety of the company. Whereas with Chris Benoit, you cannot do that. Now, I apologize if you do not understand my analogy, but stick with me because I am correct. Chris Benoit is the best professional wrestler of all time. He has the stamina, the endurance, the pain threshold, the strength, the speed, the technicality. He is a 9 or a 10 out of 10 in each of those categories individually. He truly is the best that there has ever been, including former Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, who did figure out the business of professional wrestling better than Chris Benoit. But nuts and bolts, who's the best? Chris Benoit, best pro wrestler on the planet. Besides Mr. Cool. But really, when I compare the best versus the best, it's a matter of subjectivity and objectivity. It's two different beasts, two different behemoths, two different leagues, two different things. Apples and oranges, you might say. Sorry, something just popped up on my phone. Shout out to the Electric Viking. So, Chris Benoit and Tesla. That's the comparison here. The best and the best. Now, why is it so cut and dry with Tesla? Well, I'll tell you. Because with Tesla, you can take all of those charts, you can take all of the numbers, just ask Curious Peggy, just ask the Tesla economist. You can actually understand what the company Tesla is doing day in and day out. Now, that brings me to Joe Justice. Thanks for reminding me. So Joe Justice is the one that you maybe, if you're an investor, you really should listen to and take notes on. Agility. Agility is the key. How does the business run? How does it work? The employees. Oh man. Okay, let's get into it. Walmart, Amazon. All right. So let's compare Walmart and Amazon. Let's walk into a Walmart. Let's try to buy a product. Let's try to get help from an employee. Okay, I worked as a merchandiser, so I was in Walmart stores. Now, this can be anecdotal, or this can be the be all end all of your opinion of Walmart. It's really up to you. But I've noticed this time in and time out, in and out of those stores with co workers, supervision, managers that I couldn't find, and employees that were just never there. I mean, honestly, if you're not a cashier for Walmart, you never worked. Or at least from what I saw. But I did see other employees in Walmart stores working. I did see the people, the truck drivers, of course. Shout out to the Tesla semi truck. I did see the truck drivers, bringing the goods in the store, trying to find someone, whoever it was that was responsible for taking the order. The time with which it took for those truck drivers to actually find those Walmart employees. I mean, come on. How did they fall behind? Jeff Bezos put his employees in a warehouse and said, "Go, work. You're on camera. Do it." Just like I'm on camera now. I have to do my best. I can't lose focus. I can't take a break. You're all watching. In fact, you're all live. Thanks for watching. This is Tesla News Tonight. I wish you all peace, love, and prosperity. Oh, no, no, no. That doesn't mean I'm done. I'm not done. I was going to say not by a long shot, but I don't know. Chris Benoit, Elon Musk, Walmart, Amazon, Tesla, and all of Elon's teams, Joe Justice, I don't know. Oh, yes, and PR. So, the heck with PR. Really, I don't believe in PR, especially in North America. I think that I really think that people like me do a better job explaining the company than somebody that is quote unquote professional, someone that's just hired on. So, if they were so adamant about doing it, if they were so hell bent on doing it, if they were so passionate on doing it, and if they really truly believed in Tesla and Tesla stock, then they would push it. They would tell you about all the positive things in the company. They wouldn't skip a beat. They would know all of their facts. They would have all the numbers there in front of them. But to hire someone and to pay someone and to pay a team, actual money, it just doesn't make sense. If you're trying to run a lean, mean Tesla machine, if you're trying to run a machine that's making vehicles, a machine that makes machines, and you can go on and on and on with that, really, then you don't need PR. You don't need someone saying, "Yeah, we're doing a good job. Yeah, Elon Musk is a good guy. Yes, we're we are baby faces. We are not heels." No, you don't need that. It is unnecessary. It's a waste of money, waste of those resources with which you could do much better things. You can attain much better agility. You can hire employees that are building the products. You can hire, yes, you can hire employees that are building the products that you sell, the sales that you make that make you money, the money that accumulates to the revenue you have, your market cap overall, because people see money, they spend money, they put money into money because they see where the money is going, and the money is going into the market cap, so they invest their money there. They see the market cap going down right now for Tesla stock, but the only difference is a lot of people maybe don't see the disconnect. A lot of people will only really follow the mainstream media, but we don't need to worry about them. Honestly, how many people are investing off of Yahoo Finance? Really, I don't know. Do you know? How many people are investing off of CNBC? Then again, I really don't know. How many people? How about Fox Business? How about Cheddar Finance? I don't know. The list probably goes on and on, right? How many people are really investing their time, their patience, their energy, and their money based on something they hear on mainstream finance media. I don't know. I'm not. It might be like 98% of investors do that, but I don't know. Please hold. So yeah, no PR for Tesla. It is unnecessary in North America. I was actually inspired to speak on this because I was listening to Farzad and Peggy and the crew, and they pretty much seem to agree that PR is necessary for Tesla, and I disagree. You know, I didn't hear about Apple until I heard about Apple, and here's what I mean. Back in '08, Tesla News Tonight here did not care. I really didn't. I wasn't worried. I wasn't thinking about it. It was not a big deal. It wasn't on my list of things to do. None of that. Not a bit, not whatsoever. Why? I had more important things to do. I just really started getting serious about my education, and I was not looking into the biggest corporations on earth. If I had, maybe if my major was business, sure, yeah, maybe then I would have gotten into it. Do I wish I did that? Do I wish I went on that path? I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, looking at it now, that might have been pretty cool. I don't know. But my point is that I didn't hear about it until I heard about it. And when I heard about it, when I say heard about it, what I mean is that someone in person that I knew told me about it. That's when it mattered. It mattered when someone actually said, hey, have you heard about this? Do you know about this? Hey, listen up, check this out. I'm going to tell you something. Maybe what they, sorry, my battery's running low. Maybe what they told me was along the lines of, you know, Apple being good, Apple being a good product. You know, this is the best. You got to get on board. People said that about Facebook once upon a time, and maybe they were right, maybe they were wrong. I think they were right for just a short amount of time, unfortunately. Shout out to MySpace. I always thought MySpace was so much cooler. I'm looking over there like I'm actually looking at someone. I'm not looking at anybody. There's nobody here. I'm standing in a bathroom. If you've ever seen any Tesla News Tonight videos with this background, or that background, or that background, it's just a bathroom. I'm just standing in a bathroom. It sounds pretty good. Actually, my wife is taking a shower just above me. Or maybe she just finished. I think she just finished. She's listening to some music. Maybe Rufus. Not sure. Anyway, where am I? Joe Justice. Thanks for reminding me a second time. So Joe Justice talked about agility. Agility is the way in which the Tesla teams, or Elon's teams, but in this case, Tesla teams work. What does that mean? Okay, it means everything, by the way. If you want a good PR department, you're not going to get it. I think it's actually illegal to have a real PR department. What do I mean by real PR department, Tesla News Tonight? Well, what I mean is the employees. I spoke about the data that I received being a merchandiser. I didn't work directly for Walmart, but when I did, I saw what went down at a number of stores, about 7 or 8 different stores. And I saw the numbers in comparison, and how comparable those numbers were to the stores that I worked at. And it made me think, so this is pretty much going on everywhere. What it comes down to is it comes down to the management. It comes down to all of the other floor employees. It comes down to human beings, or whoever is doing the work. So then I think of Tesla, and I think of their agility, and I think of Joe Justice and how bullish he is. Tesla to 1 million. What's that market cap? It's high. 100 trillion or something. The thing about it is, there's no micromanagement. Have you ever had a job? Have you ever been managed? Good. Oh, you weren't managed that well? Sorry to hear that. Were you micromanaged? Is that what it was? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. And I understand where you're coming from. I've been poorly managed plenty of times, and I have definitely been micromanaged. You know, it's funny sometimes when you're not even trained to do a job correctly, and then you're micromanaged on top of it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like taking you and putting you into a little bouillon or something. You have all this talent, you have all these ideas, you have all this ambition, you all this drive, all this will to make a ton of money. You could start your own business and roll it off of the business you originally started working for. I mean, sky's the limit, really. Like, you're so positive, so ambitious, so ready to go. But the place that hires you just puts you in a corner, sets you aside, gives you a check, lets you on your way. Hopefully you just work part-time and you don't get benefits or something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's terrible how some of these companies, some of these businesses work. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible. But with Tesla Agility, it's not so terrible. With Tesla Agility, you are not going to be micromanaged. Or at least that's how I understand it. Again, Tesla News Tonight is never investment advice. Tesla News Tonight is no professional of anything. Tesla News Tonight has skin in the game. Yeah, sure, I put my money where my mouth is. I talk about Tesla and I talk about Tesla stock. I talk about all of Elon's teams. I love him. I love him. I love him. It inspires me so much to do what I do. That's why I'm doing a live stream with all of you. I love all of you as well. And we can build a community. It's incredible. Incredible. Oh, let me have some more of my energy drink. It's obvious I don't have enough energy. I only slept for 2.5 hours. You hear that? My wife just started showering. Let me finish this. All right, so Tesla News Tonight does not believe that Tesla should have a PR department for North America. It's probably the same in Europe. Oh, and there's a continent that they haven't even gone to yet. Well, there's Antarctica, which that'd be crazy. But I don't know if they have any Tesla vehicles in Antarctica. I saw Starlink in Antarctica, but I was talking about Africa. You know, let me just be a little bit, since I mentioned professional wrestling and I mentioned Chris Benoit, and I mentioned that world, that subjective world of something that might not seem like reality to most, a business of pain, entertainment, right? Where was I? Antarctica, Africa, yeah. There was a part of me after reading, I don't know, one of the Elon Musk books, one of his biographies. I can't remember what the hell the name of it was. But I was listening to an Elon Musk biography and, well, actually it was the one that I read, but it was when I was listening to the audiobook version at work. Well, I was on my way to work. I had to drive about an hour and 23 minutes. It's a pretty terrible drive. And I used to do it at I used to wake up at 3:50. Anyway. Anyway, I read this book and then I loved it. So, but I felt like my comprehension maybe wasn't there. And then I really solidified that. I had great comprehension of the book because then I went into the audiobook and I was at a certain point and I thought, man, I remember all of this. It's really solidifying everything. So that's a little tip. Read the book, then get the audiobook. Shout out to all libraries. I love libraries, except my local library isn't so great. A lot of what I want to read or listen to in audiobook form is not there for me. So, I don't know if I should shout them out. Nah, because I don't think they've done such a great job. It's quite unfortunate. An education is vital of any kind, at any time in your life or any life or any time of humanity, I would say. Anytime we can share the education that we've grown is great. So, any little tidbits that I've learned that you don't already know, or any opinions that I have formed that you don't know about, the world that is my subjectivity is not yours. So that is also something great to listen to. A different opinion, a different mindset, a different talking head. Although this talking head is totally weird, out of control, and a former underground wrestler that has brain damage. But really, I mean everything I say. I love all of you. This is Tesla News Tonight. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're not quite done yet. So I mentioned a PR department and I said, shun that. Let that go. And I've heard the talking heads, as I said, mentioning Elon Musk being PR. But really, it's us. We are the PR. And the Tesla community is much bigger, brighter, more vibrant, more intelligent than me. Tesla News Tonight is just Tesla News Tonight. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I'm not a professional. I don't know anything, but I put my money where my mouth is. I'm a long-term Tesla stock investor. Come at me, bro. And then I was mentioning Africa. I thought to myself, ideally, in a pro wrestling world, in a world where things are booked, by booked, I mean written out, predetermined, choreographed even. I pretty much do not like hearing that. But what I'm saying is this. How crazy would it be for Elon Musk to go back to South Africa? How crazy would it be for Tesla to finalize their triumphant success in South Africa? I think that would be incredible. Now, I'm just writing a storyline. Shout out to Jeff Hardy, by the way. Okay, so how amazing would it be for Tesla to have their final success, like the success that is the nail in the coffin, be in South Africa, anywhere in Africa. Africa is a ginormous continent, often referred to as a country. You have the Central African Republic, who's getting behind Bitcoin and other digital assets. Shout out to Round 3. Speak. Shout out to Dogecoin, who, it's Dogecoin, SpaceX, Elon Musk, Tesla vehicles, Tesla energy. Well, I gotta look into nodes, 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 not nads, nodes, because there's something to that as well. I think Elon Musk is trying to solve a lot of problems, and I was talking about how maybe that final nail in the coffin, some form of success that happens in South Africa or Africa is what, everyone starts hearing about. And that's what everyone starts talking about. Or maybe it's what comes right thereafter that people, especially in North America, start to talk about. But it'll just translate into the usability and the excellence of the product. Whether it's a car, whether it's full self-driving technology, whether it's something else that Tesla does, maybe one of their robots, I'd love to know. I think when it comes to robots, that's much further down the road, but not much further. just further down the road, I think that Tesla robots will become popularized, and maybe we'll see a Tesla robot factory in Japan. I'd love to see it as far north in Japan as possible, because they have great farmland out there and great farmers that, they're true to the land, true to Japan. They might be a little bit close-minded, but I actually think a factory up north in Japan would be a great idea for many of those reasons, because a lot of the businesses that are up north, you have a lot of forward-thinking people. So I just think it would be a conglomerate of, it would be this melting pot of great minds and hardworking people, and just get it done and succeed. I love it. It's kind of like where I live now in the United States of America. Not the entirety of the United States of America, but where I live particularly, you have engineers. Really, this is where I live. It's a great engineer community. The two main politicians were both engineers. So there's a man and a woman. The man, I'm going to be vague here. The male political figure was in private industry and an engineer. His major opponent, she came from the military and was an engineer. So it's like, if only they could team up, tag each other in, that would be the best. I guess that would kind of bring me to another topic, and I don't want to go on to teamwork so much, except to one more time emphasize Joe Justice and the agility he speaks of when he talks about Tesla. Really, it's a big deal. Tesla's a big deal. Tesla's agility is huge. You got to think about that. Like, Tesla agility, what that really means is they get work done. They don't get micromanaged. If you have a good idea, it could get done. It could actually be implemented. You are truly going to find out if your idea was good or not. Think, for example, of how long it's taking the Tesla truck. The Tesla truck. the Tesla semi-truck is out. Shout out to Frito-Lay, shout out to Pepsi. The Tesla Cybertruck. Think of all those different implementations that must have been taken. Think of all the innovations. Think of all those ideas that really were implemented. I bet they were. Why else would it have been delayed so long? Okay, maybe the engineering is off. Then why did they say it was done for such a long time? Unless they just wanted to know how popular a Tesla pickup basically would be. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm wrong. But I kind of have this suspicion that perhaps, especially over the last 6 to 9 months, it's more a factor of innovation. What great ideas can we apply to this thing? How can we optimize it, amplify it, How can we make it better? Let's put it out there. Let's make the first one good enough for years and years and years to come. Because if we don't have to modify it, and it will always be optimized, but if we don't have to put out a new model, a new version of it every freaking year, that'll be better for us. It'll save us money. If you're Tesla, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Again, let me know, please. Let me cut this off. This is Tesla News Tonight. I wish you all peace, love, and prosperity. I mean it with every fiber in my being. Later. And then I cut the live